Welcome back to SkywayTj, guys, and today I'm going to be doing a video talking about the movies of 2020 that I'm most anticipated for. If you like this type of content, guys, please drop that like and subscribe for more. I make videos every single week. There's a video coming out until the end of 2019. We only got a few days left. So without further ado, we're going to hop into this. 2020 doesn't have like the best lineup compared to 2019 and 2021. But there's still some bangers coming out this year, so let's hop into this and talk about them. So I made this list about a week ago, and I'm looking at it right now, and for some of them, I don't exactly remember the plots or why I put them on the list. So if I don't have anything to really say about it, I'm going to put like the description of the movie on the screen somewhere. But yeah, let's hop into this. These are kind of in release order, so hopefully, there's some movies in here that you'll want to end up seeing, so we can talk about them together. Let's hop into this right now. So there's 3 movies I've written down for January 2020. I wrote down Doolittle, The Turning, and Gretel and Hansel. So Doolittle is a retelling of the Dr. Doolittle stories that we've gotten before about a guy who can talk to animals. I know he goes on some adventure. I know Robert Downey Jr.'s in it, and that was enough to sell me, so I want to see Doolittle. I know The Turning is a horror movie. I believe there are 2 kids in it, and there's some entity. I don't know much more about it. Hopefully there's something on the screen that tells you the description of the movie. And Gretel and Hansel is, the Grimm's fairy tale of Hansel and Gretel. I love that story, so I'm excited to see what they're doing with this horror version of it. I know Sophia Lillis, I think that's her name. She's in it, and she was Beverly in It, so I have high hopes. For February, I have a few here. We have Birds of Prey, The Lodge, Sonic the Hedgehog, Fantasy Island, Bloodshot, and The Invisible Man. Birds of Prey is, of course, the continuation of Harley Quinn and what she's doing after Suicide Squad. I've seen the trailers. I'm very interested in it. I hope it does well, and it doesn't turn into another flop like Suicide Squad was. The Lodge and The Invisible Man are horror movies. I don't remember the exact plots of them, but I love horror movies, so I'm definitely going to check them out. Sonic the Hedgehog, everyone's been worried about, but I still want to see it. They improved the CGI, but the plot might still be weak, so it could go either way. Hopefully it's more good than bad. Fantasy Island, I don't exactly remember why I put this on here, but hopefully there's something on the screen that tells us what it's about. And Bloodshot is a comic book character, I know that. He's not from Marvel or DC, but it has Vin Diesel in it, so hopefully that's good. Yeah, so that's February. I have 3 for March. I have Onward, A Quiet Place Part 2, and Mulan. So Onward is the newest Pixar film. Takes place in like a fantasy world where there's like elves and unicorns and all that. And there's 2 brothers who never got to see their dad, but they get a wand and they can bring their dad back for one day, but they mess up and they only bring back his legs, so they go on an adventure to try to get the rest of him so they can see him one last time. Very interested. Pixar has a great track record, so I'm excited to see what they do with that. I loved A Quiet Place when it came out, I think in 2018. Very excited to see what John Krasinski's doing next, and I hope the sequel's just as good as the first one. And with Mulan, the live-action remakes are pretty damn good from Disney. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I really enjoy them. So I'm excited to see what they're doing with Mulan. I'm only worried because I keep hearing differing things, like the songs are gone, but then they're back, but then they're gone again, so I don't know what they're doing with that. I don't know if Mushu's actually in it, because there's been rumors that he's going to be a phoenix, or just not in it at all. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm excited to see what they do with Mulan. I only have 2 for April. I have Antlers and Antebellum. They're both horror films. Their plots will be on the screen here somewhere, hopefully. I don't really remember anything about them, but I know I love horror movies, so I try to see as many of them as I can. So I think May is going to be a really good month for movies for me. I got Black Widow, Scoob, The Organ Donor, and Artemis Fowl. Black Widow is obviously an MCU film. Bit confused why they're releasing it now that Natasha is dead, but hopefully it gives us some insight on her character and why she's so portrayed the way that she is. Scoob, another Scooby-Doo movie. This one, I saw the trailers for it. I'm very excited about. I love Scooby-Doo, so definitely check that out. The Organ Donor is the next movie in the Saw franchise. Didn't even know this was coming out this year. I just read about it. Super excited. I loved Jigsaw when it came out in 2017, I think. Really enjoyed Jigsaw. So, very excited to see what they do with the Organ Donor. And Artemis Fowl. I read the books growing up, and this was a shock. I didn't even know they were making this a movie. So, I'm very excited to see what they do with that. Hopefully, it's good. And, yeah, that's May. In June, I wrote down 3. I have Wonder Woman 1984, Candyman, and Soul. Wonder Woman 1984, always excited to see what DC is going to put out next. Love superhero movies. Wonder Woman's one of their best characters, so hopefully that one's good. Candyman is being led by Jordan Peele, I believe, and I really enjoy his work lately, so I'm excited to see what he does with that character. And Soul is another Pixar movie. It deals with a jazz singer, I think, something like that, and how he has to get some sort of like soul. It's like a double meaning thing, like it's soul, like soul music, but also something to do with your inner soul. So hopefully it's good. I mean, Pixar has a great track record, so it'll probably be good. So that's June. In July, I got a few here. We have a Free Guy, Ghostbusters Afterlife, The Purge 5, and Morbius. Free Guy is obviously that Ryan Reynolds GTA Fortnite video game movie that looks really, really, really good, and I'm very excited for that because I love Ryan Reynolds and I love video games, so it's a perfect combo for me. Ghostbusters Afterlife, you know, everyone really didn't like the Ghostbusters that came out a few years ago, so hopefully this one goes back to its roots and is actually good. The Purge 5, I'm a big fan of the Purge movies. I thought the one that came out a couple years ago, the first Purge, was going to be the last one, but apparently not. We're getting another one, so interested to see what they do with that. And Morbius is a movie, I think it's coming out from Sony and their like Spidey universe or whatever they're doing over there. So interested to see where that's going. Jared Leto is playing Morbius, I believe, so could be good, could be bad. His portrayal of Joker was a bit off, so we'll see how he does with Morbius. In August, I have 3, but to tell you the truth, I don't for the life of me remember what any of them are about. I have Infinite, The Empty Man, and Malignant. Their plots will be on the screen here if I can find any on them. I'm pretty sure The Empty Man and Malignant are horror movies. Infinite might be as well, but I'm not positive, so I will put text on the screen if the plots are available online anywhere. But yeah, they put them on the list. They gotta be there for a reason. I have 2 for September. I have The Conjuring 3 and Last Night in Soho. The Conjuring 3, obviously you guys know I love the Conjuring film, so I'm interested to see what they're going to do with the Warrens next. And Last Night in Soho, again, I don't really remember, but the text will be on the screen for that. In October, I got a few here. We got Venom 2, Bios, The Witches, and Halloween Kills. Venom 2, I want to watch it to see what they're going to do with Carnage. I wasn't the biggest fan of Venom, but it was still okay to watch, still a way to pass some time. So I'm interested to see what they do with Carnage and Venom 2. There's even a rumor that Tom Holland might cameo, so we'll see. Bios, I don't remember what it's about, so the text will be on the screen. The Witch is a horror film, so I'll definitely be checking that out. And Halloween Kills, you know, it's a continuation of the new Halloween sequel reboot thing that we got a couple years ago, so I'm interested to see what that's about. In November, we got some bangers. We got The Eternals, Godzilla vs. Kong, Raya and the Last Dragon, and Escape Room 2. So The Eternals is another MCU film that I'm very excited to see. We're getting new characters, and I love how they just keep filling up the MCU world. Excited to see what that's about. Godzilla vs. Kong, I love King of the Monsters, so I'm excited to see Godzilla go head-to-head with King Kong. Should be very interesting. Raya and the Last Dragon is a Disney movie about a girl going on the search for the last dragon. You know, I'm always down to see a new Disney film. And Escape Room 2, I really enjoyed Escape Room. I loved how it was inspired by Saw, like you can just tell. So, very excited to see what they do with Escape Room 2. And then finally in December, I have West Side Story, Uncharted, and Tomorrow War. I love West Side Story. I don't know why, but I just really, really love the story and everything that goes on with it. Uncharted is a movie based on, you know, the video game, which is a bit weird because the games are already pretty much movies, but whatever. We're getting an Uncharted movie. Could be good, could be bad. Video game movies are always one way or another. We'll have to see. And the Tomorrow War, don't really remember much about it, but it'll be on the screen if I can find a description. Well, guys, that's the movies I'm most anticipated for 2020. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop that like and subscribe for more. There's also always movies that like just get added to the schedule like before I or after I film this type of video. So I'll be reviewing every movie I see in 2020 again, just like I did this year. So please stay tuned to the channel. There's all kinds of stuff coming out this year. And yeah, please be kind to one another, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.